Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back again with another live show on the channel. Yes, it is match review and player ratings from yesterday's 2-1 win away to Wolves at Molineux. The drought of not being able to win there has ended after we've had loads of draws down there, but we win the game by 2-1. And of course, we've got Mason, of course, who's co-hosted the channel. We've got also John, who was at the game yesterday. And of course, we got Tony as well. How are you all doing, guys?
Big up to
yeah,
you,
fine.
Tony, Mason. Big up everyone in the chat as well. I'm sharing the stream as well as long as Tony. So all good in the hood. Got back home and I think 3 points, bosh, but didn't play well.
Yeah, you are. We'll discuss that as well during the show. If you do enjoy tonight, guys, please give us the thumbs up. That keeps us up those search results on YouTube. So please do remember to hit those likes so people know where to find us. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribed, and you enjoy what goes on this channel week in, week out, hit the subscribe button, free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. And of course, this has also been screen shared to John Sinclair TV and It's All Black and White TV. So make sure you do hop onto their channels and give them a subscription as well. I'm sure they'll really, really appreciate that. And of course, do hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever a live show is taking place or when a pre-recorded video has been loaded as well. So make sure you do hit that bell notification to make sure you do not miss a thing that comes on this channel week in and week out. If you'd like to give a donation, feel free to do so. If you want to become a member, it's 99p a month. Hit the join button to become a member and you'll be put into a prize draw we do on the channel as well if you are a member of this channel. We'll dive into a quick couple of comments. We've got a membership from Lady Sam. I'm not sure if that's a continue one or continuous or a renewal, but thanks so much to Lady Sam for becoming a member. And good evening, Clarky. Hope you're keeping well as well. We'll start with you then, John. I mean, you would... quickly, Tony.
Yeah, there's a game going on tonight. It's just kicked off 6 minutes ago, and it's Birmingham City 0, Hollywood 1. Sorry, Wrexham 1. Jack Marriott scored for Wrexham after 3 minutes.
Both of them owned by fucking Hollywood owners.
Wrexham. Yeah.
Good evening, Gary. Good evening, lads. And a great 3 points yesterday. Absolutely. Is it me or after 20 minutes in our games, it looks like our players have had a massive thingy before the game, says Brian. But we'll start with you, John. I mean, you were obviously down there. You were down there yesterday, John. Obviously, I mean, when you looked at the lineup, no Tonali, no Harvey, Barnes, were you very, very surprised and disappointed with that?
Yeah, 100%, because, I mean, Tonali's had 2 good games with Italy, and not only that, I mean, he should have been started, I mean, in a game like this, just to get his feet under the table in a game like this. And Harvey Barnes, I mean, look, he had a brilliant game against Tottenham, scored a good goal. What's his award? You're benched, son. You're benched, yeah? So he continues to play 36, and he also played Jacob Murphy, right? I thought Jacob Murphy did do that much, to be fair, but I was disappointed in the squad lineup. But I thought, what's Eddie doing? I thought he has to get this one right because we're having a good start to go play a strong team, yeah? But the bottom line is, right, I think Eddie, in the end, got his team selection right. He made the subs at the right time. He brought on 3, took off 3, obviously. I thought Willock did all right. I thought Tonali did well when he came on. And also as well, Harvey B, I thought scored a cracking goal, but the lineup's got right 4-3-3 like I normally do. I mean, is he going to go with Livermore or Kieran Trippier? He put his faith on Tino, who's for left back, and Fabian Schär's good to see him back in the pitch as well after a 3-game ban. Scored a lovely goal, by the way. And you look up front, Anthony Gordon. I thought he was excellent. Could have scored the goal of the season, if not goal of the year.
It was very unlucky.
Very unlucky at that post as well. That lovely wing play. And also as well, up front, Isak, which I think link-up play was all right, but didn't really do too much for me. But
I think Isak was out the game for me, unfortunately.
yeah. I mean, he didn't really get any service. So I thought the Wolves defence marshaled him pretty well. Masquerel and Craig Dawson did well on him, did a number on him, to be fair. However, when you look at it, all right, I mean, I know you're going to talk about the goals in a bit, but was it a good performance? I thought it was a scrappy performance, but that's 4 games played, Pete. We've been getting away with it, right? If you look at the first half, it was shocking. Absolutely awful first half, yeah, to be fair. I mean, I couldn't believe what I was watching. And the goal we conceded was absolutely poor. And I should go talk about that later on. However, if you look at it all together, I mean, I take the 3 points over the performance. But, Pete, we have got to fix up the game. We're not clicking yet. We are not clicking as a team. I don't know what's going on, why we start slowly, but we're not playing fast football. It's slow build-up as well, slow, lethargy at times.
Yep.
But I think in the end, we got those 2 goals. I think we just about did enough. But Nick Pope's save from Cunha was absolute world class. And that got us the 3 points. Again, poor defending. The Wolves should have been out of sight. They're going to score 2 or 3 goals before we got an equaliser. Yeah? Hit the post as well. Pope had a couple of good saves. And for me, if you are going to get top 6 or with a trophy, Nick Pope has got to be in that team every single game if you are to have anything. And I think he's been amazing yesterday.
Absolutely, yeah. Mason, it's like we start the game off well. I mean, Murphy had a chance, which he just put over. Gordon had a chance where he hit the post, but we just died back. We just go back. We just go into a shell like we have done.
This is for John.
Oh, God.
Get out of there, David. I'll get out. Go have a word with my mate, Alice. She's a big United fan. And a top YouTuber too.
Who?
Pete, move it along, my guy. I said, I'll repeat. Go have a word with Alice. She's a big United fan and a top YouTuber as well.
There you go. Anyway,
You just said it again. How many freaking times?
Yeah, but how many people says United? Yeah, you hear all the
Yeah,
time.
but it's only. Yeah, but they're disrespected because there's plenty of teams got United in their name in the Premier League, especially us, West Ham.
People might not know who you're talking about.
Anyway,
I tell you what though, Mason's more red than Newcastle. I swear down.
John, you've even admitted
He likes the
like
blue.
you're a Man U fan.
Not me.
Chippers, Billy, Ryan, where he is? We need the proof.
Let's have a court case live then on the YouTube one day. Pete, move it along, man. Review.
Yes, I was
going back to yesterday. I thought we had the chances, but I think Longstaff bottled it when we gave it the winner. Obviously, they scored the second goal, the first goal. Sorry. Lemina's a dirty cunt for what he did to Joe Linton. I don't know how he got fucking booked. Never mind freaking the score. Because before that goal, he should have got fucking booked for being a dirty bastard on Joe Linton. But in again, he gets booked. And again, he gets booked. How it's fucking hell, man.
It's like every time Joe Linton gets booked, he's losing his head, and his performances are starting to dip. Yeah, Tony Pope's kicking is still not there. What is going on with Pope's kicking?
Well, first of all, Pete, before we go to that, I just want to talk about the team news. I mean, look, I spoke about it yesterday on my pre-match.
Yep.
I was just wondering what team Eddie was playing. The team he put out, I'm thinking, is Eddie wanting to sack you? Because, to be honest with you, that was... Tonali's played 2 90-minute games for Italy. Now, people are saying, "Oh, well, he can't play another one, and that's why Eddie Howe's kicking." I'm like,
Oh,
stop with the bullshit. Stop with the bullshit of saying we can't play players. I am sick of hearing it from our fans. You know, stop saying it. At the end of the day, be honest. It doesn't matter if he can't play the full 90 minutes, but at least he could start and play 60 minutes. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. And the thing is, that team news yesterday was absolutely shocking. I was like, why is Longstaff starting? Or Longshite, whatever you want to call him. Why is Murphy starting? That really paid me off even more. Murphy starting. And also, like Harvey Barnes being left out the side as well. And I was just like, hang on, what's going on here? What's going on here? So I wasn't happy with the team news. And then obviously we saw Schär come back, which was fantastic news. But yeah, I mean, look, Pope's kicking. Right, let's put this out there, right? Okay, we know Pope's kicking is horrendous at times, right? It's not the best. His footwork's not great. But you tell me where there's a better keeper in the league who can pull off save after save like he pulled off yesterday and kept us in the game. I couldn't give a shit if he can't kick the football. I couldn't give a shit if he can't kick it, as long as he stopped that ball going in the back of the net, which he's doing game after game, saving our arse time after time. That's more important to me. And the thing is, right, as I say, this goes back to last season. This is where Eddie Howe made a shit show of a mistake against Man United, playing that arsehole Dubravka in goal, who was absolutely shocking, and left Pope on the bench. If Pope had played that night, we would have beat Man United that night at Old Trafford, and I'm telling you that now, we would have beat them. We would have. We were let down by Dubravka shitness in goal, and Eddie Howe not wanting to put him back in, because as soon as he played on the Sunday against Brentford, Pope had a brilliant game for us.
He did. Certainly did.
But as I say, I don't care about his kicking as long as he's pulling
a good saves off. Yeah, did very well, particularly that one in the second half, quite towards the end of the game. Of course, Mason Fabian Schär was back from his suspension. I mean, it was great to see him back. I know fair play to Kraft, who's done brilliant there, but Schär's long passes again, those have been a miss.
Well, certainly have. I mean, I know Kraft's done a job for it since, obviously, since he got sent off for basically because of a certain greasy head cheating bastard from Southampton who still can't win a fucking game.
Yep. He certainly can't.
With Mr. Big Style. It just shows you how much of a wanker Bertrand Diaz is, and he's just and freaking Schär still does a decent job. Never mind what freaking Bertrand Diaz done. All I just want to see whether players Southampton is Fabian Schär double leg breaking freaking Bertrand Diaz. That's what I want to see. I mean, with Mr. Big Style, I just want to see it. You know what it is? I want to see that one place Southampton because I fucking hate Bertrand Diaz. I hope Schär double leg breaks him.
Chris says he thinks got the feeling and Everton will get their first points against us.
Yeah.
Right. 2 games. Everton have been 2-0 up and they threw it away and lost 3-2.
Mm-hmm. It's their favourite scoreline. Why do you think Aston Villa weren't bothered when they went 2-0 up? Because they knew they'd come back and win the game.
I knew what was going to happen straight after that. And the fact is,
Lewin missed a sitter hitting the crossbar.
But he hit... there you are.
It's their turn to go down the season. They're not playing Barnsley tomorrow, are they? Because it's not the cup games. That's next week.
So some are actually playing there tomorrow. Or
are they? Is Man United not playing?
No, Man U are playing tomorrow. Man U are playing tomorrow at home to Barnsley. There's actually some of the Carabao Cup games are playing tomorrow.
This has pissed me off because I'm going to miss the game against Wimbledon. I won't even see it because I'll be on an aeroplane.
Tony, look up your message.
I didn't collapse like a Paul Gallant business.
Got a goal left you with like 3 each.
Done it,
Cheers,
Lou.
Clarky.
Thank you very much, man.
Good
Thanks,
evening,
Clarky.
evening, Pete and
Good
Mason,
start.
Tony and John, and everyone. We didn't do
Big
well
up,
with
Lee.
our subs. Changed the game brilliantly. As long as we got 3 points, all that matters. Tonali should have been on from the start. He should have been. If Miggy had put in Murphy's performances, he would be getting pelters. I was fuming with that first half. Mind, I don't get what on earth Eddie is playing. I'm glad he made subs. We ain't playing well. And if we play like that against Man City and Arsenal, we'll get tonked.
The thing is, though, Pete, right? I mean, we're not playing well, right? 4 games. We haven't been outstanding. I'm not going to lie. But we found a way of winning games. That's the most important thing.
That's it, we have.
We're not clipped yet. But the thing is, though, we've got to up our game because after Fulham, we've got a tough run games. We've got Man City, Everton, they've got Wick, they've got Brighton. Then we're away to Chelsea, which I've got Chelsea in the top 4 of the season, and Arsenal home. And then it will not be easy.
Thing is, all right. You talk about that. We're not playing well. I've said this for a long while. Sometimes you don't have to be your scintillating best to win a game. Even if you grind out a result. Arsenal used to do it under George Graham a lot when he used to win 1-0.
Yeah.
Man U have done it to an extent under Fergie when he first took over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. If you win ugly, it doesn't really matter how you win a game, as long as you win it. You know, sometimes it might not be the prettiest of football.
It might
but
not
you get
be.
the result. But what I want to see is long shite, right? Now then, Eddie Howe's now got to grow more balls. And what he's got to do is he's got to grow bigger balls now. Because what he needs to do is put him on the bench on Saturday. Because I do not want to see his name on that team sheet in the starting 11 on Saturday afternoon at 1:45 that Longshite is playing against Fulham. Because after yesterday, he's a liability. Now, he's played well so far this season, and we'll give him that. But on Sunday, he had a right shit show of a game. And giving that ball away, which led to them scoring through Mario Lemina, you know, we were carved open through that Brandt Larson. Now, let's be honest, Brandt Larson, I thought, played excellent yesterday for them.
He did.
He looked really good, and he's Holland's teammate in the Norwegian team.
Yeah.
And I thought he led that lane really well for Wolves. And I actually quite rate that guy, and I thought he looks quite decent. And if he starts popping the ball in the back of the net, you know, the thing is, you know, he could be the one that keeps them up in the Premier League. But the thing is, Longstaff, I do not want to see him in that team now. He's got to be benched from now on, and Tonali starts ahead of him. Because if Eddie Howe starts Longstaff on Saturday, then it's like, what was the point of that? Because the thing is, when he brought the subs on a half-time, I was like, well, he's made a triple change here. But I understood the Isak one was because apparently Isak's nose didn't stop bleeding or something and they couldn't stem the flow, so that's why he didn't come back out, which I understand that, you know. So, but I mean, we saw Willock come on, Tonali and Barnes, and they all made the change. It wasn't just Longstaff who was poor at midfield. Joe Linton was poor as well, let's be honest, on Sunday.
Started off well, but just seems when he got booked, he just lost his head.
He does, he loses his head when he gets booked. And that's got to stop. Now, we know he's a great midfielder on his day, but there's times when he goes like that and he gets booked and then he could lead to a red card, which is bad. But like I say, the thing with when Willock come on, in that whole game between Wolves players and Newcastle players, who created the most chances who created the most chances in that game? Who made the most key passes in that game? Willock. 5 chances he created, Willock.
Yep.
Out of everybody on that, out of all the 22 players on that pitch, Willock came on at half time and in 45 minutes created 5 chances. What does that tell you? Willock looks like he's back on form already.
It does, yes.
As long as he stays fit, as far as I'm concerned, Saturday, your midfield 3 is Tonali, Bruno, and Willock for me.
Maybe it might not be a bad idea to take Joe Linton out of the firing lineup.
Because it was Willock's pass that led to Barnes scoring that second goal.
And do you know what? Another player I think's knocking on the door to start some of you, I think you might agree with this. Trippier.
Aye, big style.
I totally agree. Pete, I totally
Right.
agree. You mentioned about the midfield three, like Willock, Bruno, and Tonali. I take that all day long, really. I mean, Joe Linton, I think he needs a little break. Because, I don't know what's up with him. He hasn't been playing well this season, apart from Southampton, yeah. But other than that, it's competition for places, and this is where Eddie's got to be ruthless.
He does.
That's our word. And other managers won't care. Pep picks a team. That's it, yeah. No one argues with him. Eddie's got to do the same thing because we've got Joe Willock. If he stays injury-free the whole of the season, if he can do that, then we could win something this season, I'm telling you.
We could.
The Brummies have made it 1-1.
That Brant Lawson I was on about, who I thought, like I say, I thought he had a terrific game for Wolves yesterday. Led that line really well. He's obviously on loan there from Celta Vigo. His value is about £22.5 million. But in the Liga last year, he started 36 out of 37 games, got 13 goals and 3 assists. Now, obviously, he's come to the Premier League and he looks a handful already. And I think if he starts scoring, he'll go on a run and score goals for fun, I think.
Yeah, totally.
And there may be a lot of clubs might look at him because he's on, like I say, he's only on loan. But I thought he'd done really, really well. And I mean, you know, he forced Pope into a save. He hit the post. You know, I thought he had a terrific game. I thought he did for Wolves.
He did.
100%.
He was a threat all game. All game.
I'm just going to dive into these comments because we've got a lot coming through. What a goal by Schär and Barnes. We definitely need another forward. Why can't we go for a few who's out of contract just for the time being? But unfortunately,
well, talking about that, Pete.
Squad's been submitted, though. That's the thing.
Why isn't Asula getting? Why is he not?
I don't know. I don't understand it. As well, it was hilarious. Mind that he brought Asula. What does he do? What does he do? Take a strike off, puts a winger on. There's a love heart that keeps burning through Tony's green screen.
Yeah.
Seeing how she talks a lot of great sense about us. She does actually. Sean Longstaff should be dropped for the next game. Absolutely should. John, did you stuff up with it? Summers. Great stream as always. Cheers, Pete. Paul says, do you not think Gorn is wasted on the right? Maybe try 4-4-2, put Isak and Gorn up top and Barnes on the left. I don't want players out of position, though. That's the problem.
Nah, definitely not.
Can they stop please put the team sheets in order? A pointless change. That's something trivial waste. I don't like it as well.
I like it.
If that was the Dutch hookers, Tony, his legs would have been wide open.
Yeah,
that would
absolutely.
Pope saving is outstanding. Be interested to see if Tonali starts for Brighton next month, following it his next match. Surely we can't rest him every time he features for Italy. Absolutely. I would like a goalkeeper who could pull off saves like Pope, but could kick like Addison. Then we would have a world-class keeper.
Yeah,
says Lewis. It's the best start to a season since '96, but you wouldn't think so. Some of the way our fan bases complain. True, but the performances need to be a lot better. I want Diaz to get sent off against Newcastle. The collapsing, as you put that on before. Steve Bruce thinks he could take Blackpool to the Premiership in 3 years. Thoughts, Pete? He's been absolutely deluded. Steve Bruce's Tangerine Army. Good grief, I've seen that video. He said, Tony, hope you're well, Martin. Winning ugly is something Spurs fans would love right now. They are miles off. Spurs kind of hit a Bondo at the minute.
The trouble is, though, Pete, right, with Spurs, yeah, all it does, it just needs someone to play the ball over the top against them, yeah? They play such a high line, yeah? It's incredible, yeah? And they play big up to Martin Watson, big up to my guy. The thing is, right, I mean, the way they played yesterday, right, they're so high line, right? I'll just catch them every single time. But Spurs are not that good. They're not that good at the minute. And I tell you what, I watched another channel today, and they reckon if they lose to Coventry or they don't fix up, Ange's going to be in big, big trouble. I'm telling you.
He could well be.
Thing is, though, did you watch that game yesterday, by the way, Pete, the North London derby?
I did, actually. I know Arsenal going to that game without Odegaard, without Rice, and still won the game.
Thing is, right, what I want to ask you, Pete, because obviously you wouldn't have watched it, would you, John? I don't know.
I've seen the highlights of it though, but I seen the fight. I seen the fighting though.
Right. Well, Right, okay, so the Timber tackle on Porro was not a red card in my opinion either. I think the referee got that spot on
I
because
don't think it was a red as well.
when he
just
went
over
in,
the top
his
of the ball.
foot went over the ball, and it was the ball that took his foot over and made it look worse than it was. So it wasn't that.
It wasn't a red.
But then I think Timber should have gotten a second yellow card and been sent off because when Vicario got a hold of him, he got a hold of Vicario as well by the top. So if Vicario's getting a yellow card, he should have had a yellow and been sent off. And and I'm thinking, well, come on, we know who the referee was. It was Gillett, wasn't it? So not
Gillett.
The best referee. We can't stand Gillett, but
no.
But when Vicario got a hold of him, he got a hold of Vicario's shirt and done that as well and shook him. So he should have been sent off as well. Do you agree, Pete, or not? Or do you think?
I think you've got a good point there, Tony. You could have done. Thanks for slapping the dog heads for us. Hopefully they carry that into Sunday against us. Murphy, 0-9 duels, 1 failed cross, 1 failed dribble pass twice, 0 blocks, 0 tackles, 0 interceptions, clearances lost, possessions 16 times, had 40 touches, every touch he lost the ball. Says Bia. I thought he was quite. I thought he was very good.
As well about Murphy, right? I mean, I'll get people come up to us and say Murphy's underrated. Murphy's a good player. Murphy on his day is fantastic. Yeah, let's be real, right? This season he has been shite, and I'm saying that.
Do you notice?
Willock is better than Joey.
There's a trend.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with Jack on this one.
We got Jay.
Willock is better than Joey.
Joe Linton at the moment, I think he is. It's so far this season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely on form.
100%.
Absolutely. I mean, look, the thing is, right? I can't remember what I was going to say there now. Because we're talking about Joe Linton there. Yeah, I mean, look. No, it wasn't about that because I spoke about that. I was going to say something else that's gone now, Pete. I may come back to me anyway.
I don't say, don't worry about it. Good evening, Joe. Hope you're well. Good evening, Tom. Hope you're well as well. Chabaz, do you live next door to Costa? Because he's always triggered out for Costa.
Big up, Ronald.
And hope you're well, Ronald. Good evening, Julie.
Chabaz, it's mine. It's my own thing.
Peter me said, good evening, Coffee. Good evening, Wacky. Good evening, John. Where's Thingy Ost? Where's Cracky Ost tonight? Who yawn? Oh, I yawn about Chippers there, Lee. He's not on tonight. He was in the TDR chat. He was.
Probably flirting with somebody they need.
You did everyone play 4-2-3-1. Put Willick as a Cam Bonds goal.
Oh, that's what I was going to say, Pete. Sorry.
That way, Isak is supporting, not an easy to hit on the counter.
Yeah, what I was going to say was going back to what John was saying about Murphy's being absolutely dog shit so far this season. The thing is, do you not realize? Do you not look at it and think, is it not like when Mickey had a great pre-season and then he was absolutely dog shit all season?
Yeah,
and Murphy's had a great pre-season, but he's done the total opposite in the Premier League. So it, kinds of follows around, doesn't it? So I'm just thinking, is it because he's had too much of a good pre-season? He's now not having the best of the Premier League. Are we gonna ruin not getting a right winger in?
100%, Tony. 100%.
If we're not careful.
I tell you what, though, Fox is in the room, by the way, right? I mean, look, I know Miggy, up and down, sorry, Foxy, I love you to bits, man. I met you before, you're bonus, you talk a lot of sense, yeah, but we definitely need a right side mid. And everyone's picking up Murphy. You see that? Yo, he's fantastic. He's had a great pre-season. Bosh. And I said to everybody around us, he's got to do in the Premier League. And he hasn't.
But
to me, John was right again.
Right.
Sorry.
Right, I see a lot of our fan base.
I want to ask you something, John.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Can I just quickly answer this for John? Who do you prefer, Murphy or Anthony? You've got to take one, mate.
Oh, hey, Mason, is the surname Gordon, by the way?
I think we know. Yeah,
we already got an Anthony and surname's Gordon.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly, John. We don't need another one, do we?
No,
There's
we
no,
don't.
there's not two of them. But
we don't want audition wingers at the club, and he plays like he's auditioning to join a special club. Sorry, not for me.
There we go.
Just going to say a lot of our fan base. I mean, Jews agree with this. I don't know. I mean, I don't agree with it, and I feel that this lad's getting a lot of stick, and he's only young. He's got a lot to learn, and I wish fans would understand that. There's a lot of stick going on Twitter at the moment about Lewis Hall. Why are we playing him? He's shite. He can't defend. He's crap and all this. And I'm like,
I think he
Jesus
just
Christ, give the guy give him a chance to play and give him a chance to learn. That's the only way he's going to learn, by playing all the time. But if we're going to keep marking him down, I don't think he's that bad of a player. He gets forward. Okay, sometimes
he just needs a bit of physicality in him. That's what I think he's just missing at the moment.
Give the guy a chance, though. I like Hall.
So do I.
The kid,
he's better than Matt Target.
Absolutely. Good evening, Ruffy. Hope you're well. Ari lads, 10 points from 4 games. They could be worse than the 95-96 season. The first 10 games weren't great, but we got results. Absolutely. Man U, Chelsea spills miles off as well. Chelsea are there, I think. It's a matter of time before it clicks, and when it clicks, someone is getting smashed. Absolutely. This as well. Spurs need to have a manager to stay for longer than 2 seasons. They've been going downhill since Mourinho left. I kind of disagree.
Chris, they had Poch. They sacked him. Also, they sacked him, and also they had Conte. They sacked him after that bombshell in the press conference. Yeah, and
then who did they have, John? Then they had Stellini, and he came to St James's Park, got 5 put past him in 21 minutes. Totally tried to destroy a player's career in Pape Sarr by taking him off after 22 minutes and destroying his confidence, which luckily he hasn't. And then we went on and beat them 6-1. And what happened on the Monday? Oh, yeah, Levy sacked him.
Yeah, even the lads are well done on the channel, John Murphy. Yeah, well done, John. 20,000.
Thank you. So 20,000.
Well done, John. Very well deserved. Murphy and Longstaff starting 3+ years after the takeover was ridiculous. Don Bonstein playing the Nationals. Tonali was man of the match v France and is dropped. It's crazy.
The thing is, Tony, right? I think Tony, right? I mean, look, all hate him, right? I mean, he doesn't think Eddie's is good enough, right? That's his opinion, yeah? We all got an opinion, yeah? But, right? He just wants to win trophies. He cares for the football club, and he just wants the best of the football club himself, right? I want to win football matches and to be successful. That's all we did at the football club, yeah? We want to start winning trophies. We haven't won a league since 27. We haven't won a cup since 55. 70 long years, people, yeah? Let that sink in, yeah? Let's talk about trophies before we think about top 4, yeah? It's supposed to get top 4. Let's aim for trophies. Football's all about winning trophies.
Hey, well then, Tony, we'll get into the goal that Wolves scored. What is Longstaff doing, giving the ball away right in a good position? But you've also got to look at the defence as well. I'm really annoyed that Tino's just trotting back.
I mean, Pete. It's really John talking too much here. So Pete, I mean, look, I don't know what Longstaff was doing, or whatever you want to call him. I know Jason calls him long shite, look, yeah, I mean, I don't know what he was playing at, and it was stupid what he did, and losing the ball, and they have a quick break up the wing. Bram Lawson gets it, puts it across. I think it was Gomez who stepped over it. And felt to Mario Lemina, who was never going to miss, let's be honest. If he'd missed, I would have been very surprised, but he didn't. He hit the target, back of the net, 1-0 down, and I'm thinking, here we go again, you know. And I was screaming at the TV, I'm like, get him off now, I want him off. But look, in that as well, I mean, in that goal as well, I mean, Bruno doesn't pick up his man either. So, you know, you can sort of say not just Longstaff's to blame, but sort of Bruno takes a bit. But Longstaff's mainly to blame because we lost that ball. That was ridiculous what he did. So it was nice just to, you know, So to go behind like that wasn't great because we had been playing okay. I mean, going and smack the post and everything, you know. So we were playing okay, but we just seemed to be losing a little bit at that time, losing a bit of the game, losing the grip on it. But like I say, once they scored, I was just like, we got to change things. Yeah, things need to change. And I was shouting, he's got to come off at half time, Longstaff.
Yep.
You know, because he was absolutely, he was just absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Come on, people, get them questions, get them messages in, please. I'm loving some of them.
Lewis, we're up to. I wish we signed DeMarco from Inter and Alex Grimaldo was available for people. If Leverkusen snapped it up, we should have been all over that. Says
DeMarco is ungettable. It's untouchable into Milan and Grimaldo. I mean, I think he's happy at Leverkusen.
Chapman says, "Do you drop Joe Linton for Fulham?" A lot of people say we've said it's not a bad shout.
I said drop him for Willock.
Yes. Do you think all persistence, cramp issues, or dietary or health condition? I think he needs a bit more physical into him. He needs to get more work in the gym, I would say.
But the fact is, players get cramp all the time.
Lewis could be our next Trips. Trips was a converted right side midfield and played a lot in midfield. He did actually. You're doing the double duty like me, Julie. Lee's seen hello. Hi, Darren. Hope you're well. Is been stick. Oh God, Brian.
What's that? No, I'm not going to Benidorm, Brian. I'm going to Morocco, mate. There you go.
Hold on, but she's passed away, hasn't she?
Yep.
Yeah, she did. Our daughter does it now.
Yeah.
Our daughter's continuing the legacy.
Ian says, not bad, mate. Had a scare yesterday, but okay. And I hope you're well, Ian. I hope everything's okay, my man. No blame for Schär or Tino. Longstaff, the scapegoat of the goal, but it's really for Bruno. Good point there, Foxy. I think the Toon will win the Milk Cup. Since Eddie was appointed in 2021, he has a total of 185 points. Only City, Liverpool, and Arsenal have more. That's actual mental when you think the money Man U, Spurs, and Chelsea spent. Pete, you're right. Tino's lack of effort at getting back was a disgrace. He left, I think, Schär 2v1 instead of sprinting back and covering. He was just trotting back, and he's got to learn not to do that, Livermento. If he's guaranteed that start, because he'll lose it if he's not careful. Would love to beat Man U in a cup final. Causes so much misery over the years. Wouldn't we all like to beat them in a final? I've said all season that Tino can't track back. He needs to work on that as well. Watching the start positions of Bruno Gomez when Longstaff loses the ball. Bruno has a big head start. 10 seconds later, Gomez is miles ahead of him. And because of that, Schär was left in no man's land. Well said, Foxy. Mason looking great. Can't wait to move in my new flat in Wooler. Been there tonight after work, sorting things out with the flout. Nice one, Lee.
Nice one.
People say Longy's a fine squad player, but I hate that because no matter how shit he is, he will either start games or get 30 minutes cameos, even if Tonali isn't tired. Good point there, Jack.
Fair play, Jack.
I want us to smash Man U 8 or 9-0. Wow. You bring J7 on versus Fulham 20 minutes to go, get a yellow card, then he misses Wimbledon and back for City.
How many books is that? 3 bookings, Sandy? Is he 3 so far?
I think that's 3 he's had.
Yeah, he's up to 1 game.
Did he get booked in the Forest game in the Cup?
I think he did.
That doesn't matter. That's not Premier League. That's Carabao Cup.
Is there not 2 yellow cards in the Carabao and you get a ban? I can't remember.
I think it could well be.
This is so deja vu. A certain team at the end of the year is in the same position when a certain manager in his fourth position, his side was poor, but F1 FA Cup then took off hint choo points. I think John has a tattoo is to get persistently. It's either dietary issue or circulation. Could well be. Please smash the likes. Yeah, please do. Ben got away too tight. If Botman was on, he recovers it. I think Ben's getting a little bit, was caught out quite in terms of pace again, I thought.
Yesterday he did.
Did you see Marky get burned off from a 60-year-old Jimmy Vardy? Yes, I did.
Oh, man.
His sister does some great things with ping pongs, apparently. I don't want to know what they are.
God.
You'll always look fragile when you lose ball. Teams counter you quick and think the 4-2-3-1 will prevent that. It could well do.
See Sticky Vicky and Benidorm, Pete.
Just say we wanted to leave immediately.
Really? Unless it's somebody like Chip Ass who will want to stay there.
When she came on stage, she didn't do anything, but I thought Nah,
Peter,
I can't.
Peter, you
I can't.
know who would love it? You know who would love it? Chippers.
Oh God!
Chip
Listen,
Adams.
got a yellow card for the throw-in in, but Arteta gets nothing for being out of his technical area.
Do you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
You know
I
what
as
it is, right? I'm not being funny about Super Duper Mick gets away with everything. People think he's the best looking Spaniard in world football. Yeah, let's be real. Anything he does, he gets away with it. That's why he's Super Duper Mick.
To be honest, he has really improved the Arsenal team. The fact is, he was there without Rice. He was there without Odegaard as well, and he still beat Spurs.
I still will have him as my manager, though. I wouldn't have it that
God.
chance.
Anyway,
Yeah,
but anyway,
that's correct.
half-time, Mason. We had to get the changes on, and we certainly got them. We had no choice. I don't think Eddie had a choice, but
Yeah, no. I mean, it was vital. Yeah, fuck's sake, that question one. Gee, that message, Jesus Christ. You know what it is. You know what it is. You had to. Because if he didn't buy well, his usual time was 65 minutes of getting players on, when we would have been absolutely fucked. But luckily enough, he had to do it as soon as possible. And the magic won.
nice pint in the red
again.
line, you know. Well then, John, Fabian Schär, when he knows he can have a chance at goal, he'll certainly give it a try. And I know it took a deflection, but
100%, Pete. I mean, look, I just waited for something special, yeah. And we before that, we have Beast Better sustained possession. We kept the ball well, and nothing didn't come off it. However, he picked the ball up, right? And I've always said, right, if you've got opportunity to shoot, take long shots. We know a couple of these players can take long shots, yeah. I want to see that more often, yeah. Go for it. If it goes over, you tried. If it goes wide, you tried. But this guy, right, we know he can score long shots, yeah, and he's done it yesterday. Yes, he took a deflection, he went for it. I love a trier, and this guy, excuse me, he scores many goals a night. Might not be as good as the one against PSG, but he's scored a lovely goal as well. And you know what? Once he scored that goal, it's just the question is, can we maintain that pressure? And it happened later on.
welcome to Ryanair flight bound for. Oh God. One flight I wouldn't be catching would Scooch be the on the flight staff. Chippers the one. Oh God! But Harvey Barnes, Tony, why didn't he start? What a goal!
It was a great goal, wasn't it? A cracking goal. You know, we saw a great goal the night before from John Duran against Everton, which was a cracking goal, let's be honest. And then Harvey Barnes follows it up with that one as well. I mean, look, it was absolutely fantastic. The ball from Willock, you know, I think it all started from Tonali to Willock, and then Willock to Barnes. And then, you know, look, it was a great strike from Barnes. A well-taken goal. A lot of bend on it as well. No chance for Sam Johnson. He's getting nowhere near that. And I know Gary O'Neill saying the Wolves players should have got more tight on Barnes and stopped him from getting that run in, which I suppose he should have. But look, he done it. He took it well, and he had a go. Just as we've had a survey going around saying that there's not a lot of long distance goals being scored now, a lot of shots are not being taken from outside the box. This is because apparently managers, and it's not obviously just down to Eddie Howe, but it's like if Mikel Arteta and all these other managers are now telling their players to stop taking shots from outside the box and go and try and walk the ball into net, basically. And that's why the survey has come out that there's not many long shots being taken. But I tell you what, when you've got a foot like Harvey Barnes and you can arrow in, do you know what? I don't mind them taking long shots. I'd rather we had a pot shot from outside the area, because as Schär found out, his took a deflection off the head of Dawson and flew into the net. So, look, sometimes you can take a shot from outside the box and it can get a deflection and it can run for the goalkeeper. So it's always worth taking the shot. You know, if it's like It's like buying a lottery ticket. If you don't buy a lottery ticket, you won't win the lottery. So, you know, but I thought Barnes' goal was absolutely fantastic. Outstanding, a bit of ability from him. He should have been starting. And I hope that's sent a message to Eddie Howe now that you do not drop this guy. You know, give him a chance. You know, I've seen him do. You know, we've all seen him do this for Leicester as well. He scored some cracking goals for Leicester, even when he was on loan at West Brom. If Harvey Barnes can get a run in that team, he could be in line to be back in the England team. Who knows?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
100%.
So he's got to be given more chances, though, I think. But I thought he took his goal really, really well and a superb strike.
Yeah, Wolves were unlucky, really. Usually 1-0 up. Would you be happy for the opposition to take 30-odd efforts? Fortunately for us, they flew in. What really costed Wolves, they missed some glorious opportunities. I would say, John, their subs were a bit questionable, I think, as well.
Yeah, I didn't get it at all. Like, I mean, I thought Wolves played did what they did have to do, especially in the second half. I mean, that last lot front, I thought he was excellent. And you're right. I mean, they hit the post from Larson. Pope had to make a save on the face-same player. Let's be honest about it. And they should have been out of sight. And I spoke to a couple of Wolves fans yesterday after the match, and they said exactly the same thing. And they were so right. And it has cost them. And I have to question the subs as well. Sorry, Mason.
Tony's fucking.
Yeah.
God, Tony.
Fair dues. I mean, fact is, right? I mean, very questionable. I didn't get it. What they should have done, they should have took out for we'll take someone off, and to protect their goalie, put an extra midfield on just to protect the midfield. Do you know what I mean? Play 4-5-1 or 4-2-3-1 just to soak it up. Like, do you know what I mean? But I spoke to a lot of Wolves fans, right? And they do like Gary O'Neill. They do like him, They're going to give him. They will give him a chance. They're not going to sack him. There's just no way. But it's just on a 4-year contract for a reason. However, right, they need to get wins very, very quickly if they can. And I still think Wolves will be safe this season. I really do think they'll be safe because they've got some quality players there. Andre, I like Andre. I like Andre. I think he's going to be a fantastic player. This guy, he played for Fluminense, and I think he did well to get this guy. But do you know what? When they make those questionable subs, I'm going to be honest with you, for the chance they missed, I knew would come back. It's just a question, not a question if, but when.
Absolutely. Ari lads just popped on my feed, so I thought I'd say hello, says Rigmarola. Semedo and Andre were injured and they conceded straight away. Andre didn't misplace one pass yesterday, was for a record.
I thought he was outstanding.
Outstanding. I'll tell you what, Todd, if I was giving the marks out of 10 for Andre, I'll give him an 8. Outstanding.
Did well. Right then, so we will now get into the other part of the show and we will be doing the player ratings now. So remember to take part in the live chat. Let us know what your ratings would be. I will ask.
Good thing is, what I wanted to say beforehand, it's great because it's nice to see that we can actually go to Molineux and actually beat the Dingles.
Yes.
Because that's what the Villa fans call Wolves, the Dingles.
Wow.
So that's why we call them the Dingles.
I think Stato had a story for the preview showing saying, Martin O'Neill. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dear.
Stato isn't a fan of Gary O'Neill, to be fair. Like, it's just fair enough. But I think...
Well, you shouldn't have to be a fan of him. He's not our manager, is he?
4 defeats for them is very alarming for them. And look, if they've lost Neto, Kilman's gone. That's 4 defeats they've picked up, and that's 12 goals, and that's 11 goals conceded. That's double figures.
I told you, Kilman. Yeah, I told people Kilman's a cracking centre half, and he's gone to West Ham and playing well. And people said to me, "Oh, I wouldn't pay 45 million for him." Well, you know.
Do you think it was complete out of character for how to make 3 subs at half time? Seems like he was finding that ruthless streak. I don't think he had a choice but to make them.
He had to do it.
Paddy Beckham's at the Birmingham West Wrexham on the main street. If it's still open, that's been there for years. Good evening, lads. Hope you're well, Colton. He's with Brooklyn, and I think so was Gary Neville there as well. Interesting. Right, so player ratings time. Again, remember to take part. I'll start with you, Mason, with Nick Pope.
Keep the score 2-2, which is pleasing. He needs to sort out his kicking again. I think it's pissing off a lot of lot of
It
fans.
is a little bit.
I'm going to give him an 8. Hello, Lexi.
Alexi's just popping it in the live chat. So, what are you going for? 8?
Aye.
Yeah, 8. Good. Yeah, do you know what? I know his kicking was really off, but again, the save he pulled off was incredible. There's a lot of 8s coming in. There's a 10 from Colin. There's a 7.5 from Lexi. There's an 8 from Joe. Just think, John, you've got more subscribers than a lot of teams get. Home fans, congratulations. Well, this is
Thank
great
you
stuff.
so
Says
much
Wacky.
indeed.
Paul Bennett. I know you're putting some in there, Tony. Paul Bennett, 7 from Ronald, 7.5 from John, 7 from Lee, and 8. Okay, I used to live in the Red Lion plant in the 80s, ran a brewery. There's an 8 from Tom, and there's an 8 from Martin, and an 8 from
Yeah.
Rams, they called it. I live near Wolves. It's a shithole. Okay, then we'll go to you next, Tony, with Livramento.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I wasn't massively impressed with him. I don't think he had the best of games. He didn't have the best of games for me. 6 for me.
Oh, I think, Joe, I think 6 has been very generous there too.
I think I am being generous, but
You are.
I think I was going to give him a 5, to be honest with you. But I thought I'm going for the 6. But then again, no, I'll tell you what, I'll go back and I'll stick with me 5. I can't change my mind. I'll go
He
back
was.
to me 5.
I mean, he shouldn't be just trotting back when they're up the other end. That's
Fuck's
poor.
sake,
That for
yeah.
me. That's a poor 4.5. There's a 6 coming in. There's a 5 from Coffee. Tony doing a Glenn Goodman. Good grief. Paul Bates for stage, but we need to ban passes back to him. 2 weeks' wage is fine for any player that does that. 4 from Lewis. 6 from Wacky. 3. Tito suffers having Pinky and Perky in front of him. 6. Bit that was fun, Martin Lol. Tito's other 5, so some 4s coming in. Were you a logger, Ronald? Okay, then. John, Mr. Fabian Schär.
It's good to see him back after he picked up a 3-game ban. I mean, he scored a cracking goal for a 20-yard stoller, and he's one of the important headers as well. And he came forward in midfield as well quite a bit as well, especially in second half, moving forward, being positive there. But I thought second half was a lot better for me. I'm going to give this guy 7. I know people's going to say 8s and 9s because of that goal.
I think 7's.
It's about
reasonable.
Right. Definitely 100%, because the thing is, though, at the end of the day, right? I mean, 7's about right. I'm not going to go overboard from this guy, yeah? But other than that, on another day, it would have been a standard 6, but 7 for me today.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, John. Schär an 8, 7.5 from Joe, 9 from Colton, 10 from Lewis, 9 from Julie. Taking into considering they're playing against teams at top level. Quite a lot of 8s have come in. This is 7.5. No, it was a Scotch Manu or X. Schär 8 for the shooting, and an 8 from Ronald as well, and a 1 from John as well. Okay, then, right. Dan Burn. He was okay, but he did get caught out a lot of times. I thought he got outdone for pace at times for me. He really, really did. And we know he isn't. We know that's one of his weakness points, is coming up with players who have pace, unfortunately. But we know I'm glad he is playing in his correct centre-back position, but he just got outdone for pace quite a lot of times for me yesterday. So I'm going to go with a 6 for Dan Burn. Couple of some 6s. Some 6s as well. 6.5 from Joe and a 7.5 from Ronald and a 7 from Ian as well. Right, back to you, Mason, with Lewis Hall.
It's an interesting one, to be honest. I'm gonna give me 6.
Yeah, again, didn't look great yesterday. Didn't look the greatest, I would have thought. I think 6 as being reasonable there. This is 7 from Lexi. Ooh, Bruce has gone for a 5 for Dunburn. Anderson was an ex-Scotch man too now. 7, Time Bridge, Legsburn 6. All of 5, 7s, some 6s from coming in. 6 from Joel. Who's got that phone vibrating?
Him in the Met Centre day, like.
Ah, you did. Sixes. So 6 for Ben. A lot of 6s coming in, some 7s coming in as well, which is great. Yeah, I think 6 is definitely reasonable. I think he was outdone for pace quite a lot yesterday for me. Okay, then. So we've done the back 4. It's back to you, Tony. And the 6 from Pine from Ronald. With, who again didn't look great at times again, Bruno.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know he had that. He's been the scapegoat of the Brazil fans. I mean, look, I was looking for a leader on the pitch, captain, and I didn't see a lot of that coming from Bruno, if I'm honest, which I was quite shocked at, considering what we've seen in recent weeks.
Right. Question, Tony. Do you think the captaincy is too big for him at the moment?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is because, well, you know, he's been all right as captain. But I just think yesterday, I don't know, is it because of the travelling back he's had from Brazil? Is it because of the barracking he's had off the fans over there? Is he just, you know, is that playing on his mind that he hasn't had a great time at Brazil? And maybe he's come back and he's just not looked sharp. You know, Saturday he could be a totally different player. He could be a world-class player on the pitch on Saturday, and you know, everybody think, oh well, okay, last Sunday was a blip. Look, thing is, all players go through games. You can't play your best game every game. Some games you do have these blips where you're not at your best. But I don't think he was that great. I mean, look, for the goal as well. I mean, he was partially to blame for that goal as well. So I think, I'm bordering between two scores here for Bruno.
So how it is, Tony.
I mean, look, he did improve second half. First half, he wasn't at the races as far as I was concerned, but the second half, he was a little bit better. Oh, I'm going to give him a 5.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
I was edging me bets between 4 and 5, and I was going to go 4.5, but I'll go 5. It's fine. I'll go 5.
7 from Ronald, 5 from Colton, and 6.5 from Julie, 6 from Joe, 5 from Coffee, 6 from Ian, 5 from Chabaz, 4.5 from Lexi. But that's Granny blown up John's phone with 5 to 6, 5.5. Good pint Newcastle Scotch, not an exhibition guy. Runs 3 pints here, anyone's. Not Bruno's greatest game, 5. Bid should be captain. Bruno 4, utter crap, need to give captain up. Bruno 4, continuous Brazil form, poor for the goal, improved slightly second half. Yeah, probably Paqueta's fit playing on his mind. Ari lads, Tony, what did you think of Bonds?
Do you know, I thought Bonds played well, mate. I wanted him to start. I was very surprised, Ricardo, that he was dropped, wasn't I? And, you know, he got the goal. So whoever it falls to, well, if it falls to me, then I'll speak more about him. But we'll see who that player falls to at the end. Not
sure Bruno Volkan left a direct place where they should be. Good putting. Yeah, I can see where you come from, Wacky. Good evening, Philip. Out of the 4 Brazilian midfielders, our 2 were the worst by far. Captain's job should be at rate of the team. Feeling on my mind, a lot of South American players who were in international struggle at the weekend with jet lags and some play. Well, we got Bonds. Some are rating Bonds already. We haven't got to him yet. It was the best time of my life at Red Lion. Plansworth, then moved to Honest Boy, Blackfelt.
Plowsworth, that's a great pub, the Red Lion at Plowsworth. I love that pub.
Oh,
I used to live in Sacriston, you see, so
all right.
Yeah, I've been there many a time. The Red Line, great pub.
Tony, Tony, accountants are
oh God, no! Durham's not part of Sunderland.
I lived in. I moved to Sacriston from Newcastle. Hey, I lived in Bobby. I lived in Bobby Robson's birthplace.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, good evening, Geordie. Hope you're well.
Durham is a Macon County, you know.
It is a Macon. Well, that's what they claim it as. But I mean, I used to still go to the matches, and obviously, because what I used to do is I used to work in the Chinkies on a Saturday night. Oh, sorry, I should say the Chinese.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them comments now, son.
There you go, Geordie. Whoops.
So, I'll probably be on Jason's video for that now. But look, I used to work in the Chinese, so I used to do the deliveries. So what I used to do, I had an arrangement with them. So I say when I go to the match, so if I couldn't get back to start at 6 o'clock, they used to say, just get back when you can from the game because there was 2 drivers on. And it used to be great because, you know, that. But yeah, that's how I used to do it. I used to just go to the match, come back, and then go and work straight for the Chinese as soon as I beat the match.
Yep.
We'll do deliveries till 11 o'clock at night.
There nothing to do with Sunderland. Fair enough. I was there in the side 8 years for 7
I do apologise about my comment, guys. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm fine, lads. Good to hear. Duran didn't struggle too much with that Wildy goal. Gabriel scored for Arsenal. Not much jet lag there. Now, it really is that it's divided lightly as much as NUFC's AFC. Now, the Mackens claim it, but there's more Toon fans in County Durham, says Joel. 44 Foreign Minister. I used to drink in the Blythe and Time Blythe when it was an SNN. Interesting.
Tony, I'll let you off.
Been to a few pubs in Blackhall years ago, having a few drinks with a pigeon, lad, says Lee. Right then. Okay, we'll get into we're back to John. Who should we give him out of the other 2 in midfield?
Long shite.
Tony said it. John, you're getting Longstaff.
John loves him.
Oh my God.
John's favourite player.
Oh my God, mate. Oh God, man.
Come on, John. I'm dying to hear what you got to say.
Well, I tell you what,
been
though,
dying
I
to
would say, Sean Longstaff, stinker and hooked at half time. But at the same time, right? I mean, it cost the first score, yeah. I mean, it's not just him, it's obviously it cost the first score as well. I thought it was woeful again, right? I mean, Eddie Howe's got to realise that he ain't good enough for this team anymore, right? And people come up to say, but he gives you work rate, it gives you energy. But let me just be clear, right? Don't pick a player based on the birthplace, yeah? You pick the player on form, yeah? What I saw from him yesterday, it was awful yesterday again, right? I can't wait this guy out yet. I don't have a go at players yet, but I'm going to judge him on the game he has played. I place him when he plays well, and I place people when they don't play well. Sorry, he's getting a 2 out of 10. I'm sorry, but look, we do lose that game, and I'm glad he got hooked off in the first half. And again, what does he bring to the table, guys? I'm sorry, he's a 2.
I've nearly come to the decision. I think I'm done with Longstaff as a player of this club. I really am nearly.
I mean, he's looking to get
does it not surprise you?
I could have given him 0. I could well have given him 0 for that if I was brutal.
Does it not? The thing is, all right, there's no talk. His contract runs out next summer. And
he goes to the end of the season for me.
There's no talks about a contract. So do you think Paul Mitchell's probably thinking, I want rid of him?
Could well be.
Did you see when we were 1-0 down, they put, well, obviously you were at the match, John, but they put the camera on and there was Mitchell, Eales, and Bunce. And Mitchell didn't look very impressed, did he, what he was watching?
Not at all. I mean, I didn't say it, but if that's true, Tony, right, and I believe you, right, I know you saw it on TV yesterday, right, that's not a good look. That's not a good sign. And I tell you,
did you see that, Pete?
What?
Mitchell didn't look happy. What did he when the
No, he didn't. He didn't at all.
But I'll tell you
one
thing. You mentioned Tony earlier on, right? But is Eddie picking the team to get the sack? Yeah. If he keeps picking 36, then it could be in big trouble, just like Postecoglou as well. But all I'm saying is, right, I want Eddie to succeed. I want to be successful. I want them to win a something. Right?
I do as well, John. I do as well.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But you've got to let Paul Mitchell do his thing. Get the players that he wants. Eddie, I don't know if it's true or not. It's happy to go along with it. Yeah. Let's be real, right? If he signs a new deal, right, it's going to be on Eddie. I'm telling you, because there's no way, right, he can stay here. Yeah. We're talking about levels, yeah. I want to win trophies. We need to move on because next season, guys, it's phase 4 of the project. Phase 4, yeah. I want to see our team move up and up and up the ladder. Yeah, we need to improve year in, year out. Yeah, it's World Cup year next season, right? World Cup next season, right? We ought to see players coming in, right, with quality, and then we can move on as a football club. Yeah, we're not going to win trophies with 36 in there, Murphy in there, Wilson, right? Target. I'm not going to lie, Lascelles. Those players, as much as they give us good service, I think they need to be away. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to be brutal here. I'm going to be honest because now I want to win a trophy. 69 years, this is not one of the rest of the trophy, guys. And I tell you something now, we will get better quality players in to make it happen. They ain't going to win this for us. I'm sorry.
There's
they're
no...
not going to win it first, Tony. Guys, Mason.
No.
John, I thought
There's
you
no
won
room
the
for
trophy
sentiment,
in
John.
Wembley.
There isn't.
Fact.
There is.
Fact.
There surely
We
isn't.
haven't got time. That's why we've got Paul here. We've got Paul Mitchell here, right? He's going to do his thing, right? He knows who he wants, right? He's going to get young players coming through the door, one of the best young talents to come through the door, right? Hopefully. He's done a good job getting home in song of Spurs. Sadio Mane at Southampton, yeah? I come with a guy from Leipzig to turn out to be a really good player, yeah? It might be Silkerman, I might be wrong on that, but one thing I'm going to say, right? Newcastle United is going to have to be serious now of winning trophies. And I know people on social media come and say, I'm not bothered about trophies as long as I play good football, yeah? But no, I want to see trophies, yeah? World Cup years 2026, my bad. I do apologise. My bad. I thought World Cup's next year.
John, I thought you seen your team win a trophy in May.
Oh, God. Blackpool, I used to live near there, says Julie. Oh, nice.
I'm sorry for the rant, guys. I'm not ranting. I'm just saying that how it is. You know what I mean? And people need to wake up now and start thinking about winning trophies. Yeah.
Here's another thing, right? I'm not going down the road of somebody saying here's the thing, but anyway, yeah, here is another thing I'm going to put to you, all right? Now, you look at successful teams, and I'm talking about the likes of Man City, the likes of Chelsea even, right? Before Todd Bowley walked through them revolving doors. Man United even. You know,
John loves that.
So any teams, even teams abroad. Now, our fans at times, some of our fan base do get too sentimental and too attached to players. Now, the thing is, when you become a successful club and you're winning trophies, you've got to start putting sentiment aside and you've got to say, right, okay. So, like, say, for instance, if you're a fan of Longstaff, now, some fans might say, I don't want him leaving the club next year. But then he might leave the club and say, for instance, we bring Angel Gomez in. Mm-hmm. We've upgraded Longstaff.
Yeah,
and we've not paid a penny out. We've not paid a penny out to get him in the club. So, you know, we've got rid of one on a free, but we've brought another one in on a free. Yeah. And, you know, but this is why we need to explore other markets. Like if we go to the South American market, and Foxy's in the chat, you might pick up a midfielder. I mean, look what Wolves picked up from Fluminense. That guy yesterday. He had a cracking game. You know, not one misplaced pass yesterday. Mm-hmm. And he's come from Brazil. And there was people in the chat last week saying, oh yeah, but we can't afford to waste money on players like that. Look, we can't afford to waste. We can't afford the money. The thing is, the players are there. It's proven it. You know, I go over old ground. Caicedo signed for Brighton, 4 million. They sold him for 115 million. That's £111 million profit. Mm-hmm. You know, okay. Did you see the Brighton fans go, oh, we've lost Caicedo, we're not happy? No, because they've got somebody else to come in. And Cissó came in. You know, they've got a production line. That's what we've got to start having, a production line. You've got to be able to play our trade. Because if we don't play our trade with decent players, then I'm sorry, we're not going to get any further forward with FFP. Because the likes of your Mickey Almirons, no disrespect to him, your Jacob Murphys, aren't going to bring you in. They're not £25 million players you can sell on. It's like where Liverpool sold Carvalho and Van den Berg on for £25 million a piece. They are not the type of players you can sell on. Now, did our former owner make a cock-up years ago when Man United wanted to give 50 million for Longshite? Because I tell you what, we should have snapped our hands off for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Well done,
110%.
Right,
sorry about that rant.
No worries. Longstaff a 3 from Lexi, 100%. 3 from Joel. Was that -4 from Julie or just a 4? 0 from Lewis. Longstaff shit 3. Didn't want the did even Coffee's just said it. 4. There's 2s. You went with 2, John, wasn't it?
I went with 2. It could have been a 0 for that because again, I don't know what he offers to the team.
Shite,
I hope now that Paul Mitchell do tell Eddie he's not getting another contract. But if you're going to sell him, do it in January. You have to do it
Sorry,
in January.
guys, my camera's frozen. Just bear with me a moment.
No, that's fine. We're just saying about 36, man. I mean, look, Tony, you got it right there, mate. You're so spot on what you said. I know people's going to say we're being negative. We're not being negative. We're just speaking facts. Yeah, we need to players at the club.
You've got to put sentiment aside. That's the thing now.
Yep.
You know, these other clubs, you know, when Man City fans lost Gundogan, do you think they were like thinking that at first they weren't happy about him going, but then they realised that's okay because we got somebody else to come in and take his place? Julian Alvarez, they signed him for 17 million, sold him for 80 million quid to Atletico Madrid. Do you think they're upset about losing Julian Alvarez? Not a chance, because they've got other players who can come in and do the job that he's done. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. This is where we've got to have this player trading. And that's why I say it's got to happen. And as much as some of our fans might not like it, I'm sorry, it's the way it is now.
It has to, yeah. I agree with that, Tony. I used to work at a market tavern in Durham when I was 15. Jimmy who had it was me dad's mate. Oh, interesting, his son. Longshanks 5. Who's that buzzing sound? I don't know who it is. Oh, God, look at the name. Longstaff at 2 from BA. He brings in half all. Someone's phone's bright eating coffee. Ronald's worst thing. SNN turned all the pubs into Tennessee's worst thing they did. Longstaff definitely has to be dropped altogether. Bring Tonali back in the 11. Absolutely, we have to.
Thank you.
He didn't look happy at all. Eddie has to be ruthless with the players not picking his favourites. Very well said. Not ahead of that one, Beer. Yes, it is. Bruno should not be captain. I would have to give it to Big Dan Burn. Bruno needs time out. He's been so poor this season. No doubt Postecoglou will get sacked if Spurs' poor form continues for another 3 games. Darren Eales and Silverstone are at KFC ordering wings, not wingers. I like that one. Said he's risky when it comes to not playing Ocelot, but toothless when it comes to playing Longstaff. Yep. Eddie Al, Paul Mitchell need to get along for the right reasons for us to progress even higher as a club. Absolutely. All the players' contracts run out in 2025. Majority of some do. We'll come 26. Yes, there's quite a few going to cost a lot to replace the 5 or 6 with new. Yeah. Mitchell said today he'd not spend.
He might have a choice. He may not have a choice.
Toggett has to go as well. He's just a bench warmer. A trophy cabinet's dusty as hell. No, we should keep Longstaff, even if it means sell it for a couple of million. Benefit for selling academy players. Gives you a profit.
I can't see we're keeping Longstaff unless we sell him in January at a cut price.
Toggett needs gone 100k a week. He won't go down now. He would just run his contract down. Yep. We have to take advantage of that loophole. Longstaff dropped a bollock, but he's been all right this season. They've already sent his replacement. Even now why he gets so much stick. He was abysmal yesterday. I think some fans were so hell-bent on getting Marquis signing without knowing club's finances. If you got 100 million by 3 or 4, not just one for 70 million, absolutely. Marquis been poor for Palace. He certainly has. 60 to 70 million. Heard a rumour interested in Leroy Sané from Bayern Munich on a free transfer.
He's on 325k a week.
Yes, that's it. Long Wang 1. Brighton will always be a feeder club in that case. So, yeah. Tony, great chance, lads. Petey went for the main camera view there. Still move faster than Longstaff. That pass from Longstaff was his would-miss moment. Yep. I used to greet in the old Crown Law Fell. See Gaza dancing on tables and singing with Jimmy 5 bellies. Good grief. Several wingers out of contract in 2025 and 2026. We still need that right centre back and right winger. Would you go for Malin on Buemo with Eddie, with Eric Garcia? Could get Malin and Gomez, Barry and
I would have Malin. Absolutely. I would have Malin.
I like Malin.
Yes, good. Can we get a world coach to work on our set pieces and headers? That'd be great. Mad Dog Tingle works on the set pieces. I read somewhere. All right. Hey, lads and lasses, sorry for being late. What have I missed? We're just going for the player ratings there, Brett. Captain needs to be done at back so you can see what shit they're playing at. Call me a captain when you try to score goals. Send Longstaff out of Atlanta with his brother. What other academy players can we sell? Not many others apart from Longstaff.
Lewis Maley.
Yep.
So Anderson,
no chance you can't sell him. No chance you can't sell him.
Longstaff will play better without the pressure being slated constantly from home support. Yep. Sky said we've been one of the best in the last 2 years to score from set pieces. Coffee.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. We have. Right now, so we'll continue with the rest of the player ratings. So we'll go on to the last one in midfield. So it's back to you, Mason, with Joe Linton.
I thought he was off it yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
I'm going to give him this 5.
So what are you giving him?
5.
Ooh, 5. It's 5, yeah. Should be a good captain apart from the occasional headbutt. Joe Linton, 3, another very poor away league performance. 5s, a lot of 4s and 5s as well coming in for Joe Linton. 5 as well. Right, attacking 3 now. His head went, it certainly did. Some Beater Cunt reports if he wants a new contract we'll buy him, we'll have to drop his wages markedly. Right. If I was a player, I wouldn't read the news on social media. That shit has got to get into their heads a bit. Yep. Right then, so right winger. Jacob Murphy, I'm getting him. Apart from that chance, which he just went over the bar, which was tipped over the bar. And then I thought he was non-existent, I've got to say. He has had a really poor start to the season, Jacob Murphy. He really, really has for me. Poor. I'm going to go with a 2 for Murphy as well. Oh, there's some 1s coming in. I'm going with a 2. I'll give him the 2 just for that chance, I suppose, but that's it. Murphinho, ooh, Coffee's giving him a 3. 1 from Bia, 4 from Lexi, 2 from Julie, 4 from Millie, 3 from Chappaz, 4 from Joe, 1 get rid of Murphy, 1, 0.5, 2. Oh, Julie's changed actually. Murphy crossing was terrible, it was. Big Joe was great first 20 minutes, but he died off after. If that's the case, he should be sub, yeah. 2, 3.5. When he ran down the tunnel, he should have kept going. Says Chappaz. Yeah. To get the ball, I remember that. Okay, then. It's back to you. Who's it back to?
Me.
Yes. Go on, Tony. You will get Gordon.
Yeah, I thought that would. Gordon, do you know what? I thought he looked pretty bright. He was unlucky in that first half. That was one hell of a mazy run in the shot hitting the post. I mean, he was so unlucky. I thought he was a great outlet for us. And it looked like to be an extra springy step after the 2 England games he's had. So I'm just hoping that now that England spark has just sparked Gordon back to the player he was last season. Because after Shakegate, didn't play him in the Euros apart from 1 minute. I thought Gordon was great yesterday, and it's only going to be a matter of time before he puts the ball in the back of the net, and then that'll just kickstart his season. But no, I thought he did really well yesterday, Gordon. For me, it's probably been. Do I put it saying that it's probably the best game he's played for us this season? Because he hasn't really been that great, has he, in the previous games?
Mm-hmm.
So there was an improvement yesterday, definitely.
Yep.
So for me, for Anthony Gordon, I'm going to go down the Len Goodman route, and I'm going to say 7.
7. Hey. Some 7s come in. Hey, some 7s come in there.
That's how Len Goodman used to say it.
Yeah, there's some 7s coming in. 9 for going. He was playing running everywhere. I've got to take 1 point off going for that dodgy barn at 6. 7, he's improving, Tony. Some 6s. Some 7s. A lot of 7s that have come in for. Okay. Back to you, John. I'm just jealous he's got more hair than me, says Wacky. Okay, last of the starting 11, John. Isaac, who went off at half time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Before I give him the rating, right? I mean, Shaggy Hislop's just come on his ESPN YouTube channel, and he's commented about Isaac, and he reckons that there's an issue at the minute. Yeah, he's concerned about Isaac fitness, and I've noticed that as well. He said, Alex having to come off injured affecting Newcastle is such an important piece, but it seems to be an issue with him. I thought Newcastle really struggled to adjust to not having having a focal point. And I think Shaka Hislop is correct. And I've noticed that yesterday. Yeah, I mean, his fitness is not there in a minute. I can't even lie. But he's done all right. Intelligent play, but he got injured at half time. But he didn't do a lot, to be fair. I mean, I'm going to give him a 5. And the reason I'm giving him a 5 because he didn't do a lot, sort of thing. No shots on target. But I'm going to be harsh on him because I'm going to give him a 5.
I think 5's generous. Do you know what, John? I think 5's quite.
Do you think so? I mean,
what did he do much, really, John? That was the thing.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to downgrade that one to a. And you know what? I don't know. I'm not going to. I don't want to be criticising him. I'm going to give him a 3. Because 3 out of 10. I thought about it. 3 out of 10 for me. I just thought he had no service and went off for me. Just what do they call it? Stinker and hooked. But listen, not a good day at the office for Isak. And I hope that he is fit when to go against Fulham.
Hopefully it's just a precaution because
that's what I'm thinking.
His nose companion wouldn't stop bleeding and it said it's just affected his eyesight. He's probably took a quite whack and he's really dazed from it. It could well be. 1 from Julie, 4 from Joe, 4 from Chappaz, 4.5 Ghost, Poir from Wacky, 3 rumours he's still in Mosquera's pocket. No service from me. That's a good point as well. He actually didn't have any service. Not giving Oscilla a chance. I'm disappointed. He's like, I don't even know what's happened to him. He's so off the boil. It's unreal. Yeah, Oscilla will give you focal point, strong, quick, physical. Yeah. Missing easy shots. He's lazy up front, was better on the left. 5 from Bia. Isak needs to bulk up a bit more if he wants to be compete like Haaland. He didn't get hooked. He got injured. Isak's not a back-to-goal striker, not strong enough as that. He relies on pace. He certainly does. Okay, then. So we'll get to substitutions now. Who should we go first for the substitutions? I will give Mason the winning goal scorer, Harvey Barnes.
10.
Hey!
Oh.
He changed that game. Honestly, he changed that game. Christ on a bike, man. And he should have started at the start. He should have started as well. Honestly, I've never had a player like it, me.
10 out of 10, double figures.
Yep.
9 from Joe, 10 from Colton, 9 from Philip. In 1972, ref had an injury. How took over from him? Some of the crowds. Top 10 pinballs, 9. Bulking up, it cost him agility and pace, though was a fine balance. 10 from Julie, 9 from Bia, 10 from Lee. Now he's Mr. Sitter. 10 from Jay. Tony's putting in as well. 9.5. Bonds Stormer. 9 from Wacky. 10 from Coffee. Could have made it 3. Could have done. Very lucky.
Should have done.
As well. Right. Next one I'll go with is Tonali. Did very well when he come on. Why is he not starting games? Eddie Howe? Why are you not starting this kid? Why are you playing Sean Longstaff every game when Tonali's back and looks fired up?
And he had a shot saved.
Yes, totally. He could have made it 3-1. He could have done. I'm going with an 8 for Tonali. 100, Harvey Bonds, 100 out of 10. The lad should be starting. Yep. Tonali, 8, 7. 2 shots on target, 1 Jules. 7.5, 100% Pete. Tonali, 8. How needs to start on a regular basis. He's got to be starting him now. Take Longstaff out. Okay. Next, who came on straight on at half time? Oh,
Willick.
Wait a Yep. He's just fell down the thingy a bit. There he is. Joe Willock, Tony.
Do you know what? I thought Joe Willock was fantastic when he come on. Full of energy, full of running. Another one who needs to be starting. As I say, he created the most. Well, obviously, he had the most key chances in the game. Created 5 chances in the game. I thought he looked terrific. He, like I say, full of energy, full of running. And, you know, fingers crossed, touch wood, Henry Wood's the best. Hopefully, he stays fit. If he can stay fit, we know the player Willock is. And for me, he set up Barnes. And I know it's going to sound mad. People are going to say, why are you giving him that? But I think he needs to start the next game. It's got to be him, Tonali, Bruno in the middle on Saturday, I'm afraid. Joe Linton and Longstaff will have to play the bench role and sit on the bench. Joe Willock, a 9.
Way nice. Do you know what? I'm gonna agree there, Tony. Should be starting for fuck's sake. Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, 9 from Bia, 9 from Colton, 8 from Philip, 8 from Ian, 8 from Chabaz, 7 from Lee, 8 from Julie.
I mean,
8.5 from Julie. If Willock is ready to start, he should next game. Same for Tonali, 5.5. Solid
thing
9.
is, so Pete, he should be starting, the next game because he's come on, he's helped change the game, and he's got to start the next game. In my opinion, has to start the next game.
Willock for not getting injured while playing off a match, yeah.
I
change that.
As I say, I mean, look, if you look at yesterday, right? He was on the pitch for 45 minutes. He had 22 touches of the ball. He got 1 assist. 12 out of 13 passes were accurate, which gives him a 92% pass rate. He made the 5 key passes, as I said. 1 out of 1 long balls was accurate. His 1 cross wasn't accurate. And he created the 1 big chance. He had 1 shot blocked. He had 1 out of 2 dribble attempts successful. He won 5 out of 6 ground duels. Had no aerial duels. He lost possession only 3 times. He got fouled twice. He didn't commit any fouls. He made 1 clearance and made 2 tackles. That was Joe Willock. And if Joe Willock continues in that vein of form, he has to start for me, I'm afraid. 92% pass rate in 45 minutes. Outstanding.
Big draw off the bench, smashing people in the later stages. Willock, Tonali, Joe Link, give Bruno a rest, says Foxy.
Interesting.
Brett and 8 from...
He won't drop Bruno.
That's the thing, he probably won't. But I think Willock pushing for a start. I think he is knocking on the door as well. I think
100%, Pete, because look, if Willock, like I said earlier, if he has an injury-free season, he could do something special. It's simple as that. And you got Maddie to come in as well, don't forget that.
Absolutely. Yoppa Donny, good evening. Get on it because I fell asleep and made all the thumbs up for the challenge. Pew pew. Cheers, Yoppa. Eddie needs to play the team, not the favourites. Well said, Brett.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to you, John, with Trippier.
He came on. I think he did all right, but he came on sort of. He changed the game. Definitely changed. He came on and all that, but he offered more than Tino, and he just seems a little bit calmer when he comes on that pitch. Yeah, I think he's led by example for the half an hour he's been on. I'll give him 7. I mean, surely now as well. I mean, even though I love Livermore, I think that mistake in the first half when he didn't come himself from glory. Yeah, I think I could see Trippier come back into the team against Fulham on Saturday. I really do.
Well, not a bad shout. A player knocking on the door. It looks like he hasn't let all this get to him. What's been going on, and he's probably he's thinking, I've still got unfinished business at this club. There you are, Jenny. How many are you playing? 15. You cannot start them all. Say hello to Yoppa. Trips a 7 to 7.5 from Joel. We need Trippers experience. 7 from Chabaz. Even that'll be Trips stay for the ship a bit. Kieran Trippier 9 says Julie. 7 steady the ship. To be found, Tino Longstaff had gone off in front of him. 6 from Martin. Evening Lewis, lads in chat. I think both Joel and Brew have been so poor so far, and I think the starting midfield versus Fulham should be Tonali, Willock, Bruno. Interesting one.
Agreed.
Interesting. My starting
We got Lewis.
Fulham, Pope, Trippier, Schär, Burn, Hall, Bruno, Tonali, Willock, Barnes, Osula, Gordon. Interesting, Philip. If I was Osula, I'd be
if he's actually not fit.
Yeah, good shout. Chips should be captain, should do the right thing and hand it back to him. Interesting one. Right. Well, you've got one more to do, but it's back to you, Mason. But it's like Kelly, but he wasn't on for very long. It's down to 5.
Aye.
Fair enough. Right. Oh. So on to the last few to rate now. Oh, and I get none other than Chris Kavanagh.
Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Chris Cuntingham.
What can you say about the referee? Oh. Do I think he was the worst? No, I wouldn't say he was the worst, actually. I mean, he should have booked thingy for the challenge on Joe Linton. Oh, I'll probably say, I'll say a 3 for Chris Kavanagh. He isn't highly rated at all. Do you know what? I'm amazed how he stayed on refereeing pitch after he had a nightmare against Arsenal versus Brighton.
Yeah.
I'll say a 3. 6 of Colin for Kelly. Yeah, people just go 4. 5 for Kelly. Minus 50 for the ref. 6. New Julie would go minus 10. Ref a 1. 4 for Bia. Up as the Chris Kavanagh 1, and that's being generous. Minus 0. Referee Knob Jockey. Blind as a bat, needs spec savers in the first half. I think Kelly will prove to be a good sign. He's really in his toon career. Oh, Ian's going for a 6. Try to let the game flow, but should have booked more Wolves players. Do you know what? He should have. 65 yellow cards in over a weekend Premiership as well. So, Stevie Wonder's a 3. Edward Howe a 7. Eddie Contreras, welcome to the members on the channel. Thank you so much, Eddie, for your membership for the channel. Really, really appreciate that. Ref, and you'd say that, Tony. 7 ref, no major controversial VAR moments. Ooh. However, there was a possible handball in there. Do you think that could have been given, Tony?
Could have been, but yeah, but VAR quickly checked it, didn't it? So,
welcome, Eddie. Eddie and Nate, again, great show. Keep it up. Love to see you on there with John Sinclair, Tony, and all. Cheers, Eddie.
Thanks, Ed.
No chance. Tonali was lucky to be there, to be honest. Well, Trippier should be starting. He's our real captain, Bruno's captain, because we don't want him to go. Yeah, absolutely. They should have given yellow cards out early in the game to Wolves players. No penalty off his shoulder. Oh, well. Fans outstanding, brilliant. Well, Tony, you get the fans.
Oh. I thought I was getting any hell there for a minute. Fans, 10. They were absolutely fantastic all game, yeah. So 10 for the fans.
There you are. 10 handbags at the BAV Word game. All right. Or fan bags at the Birmingham West Ham game, says Joe. Wow.
Hey, talking about that Birmingham game, the player they signed for 10 million quid. This player they signed for 10 million quid from Fulham. No wonder Fulham fans are up in arms over it. Jay Stansfield, he scored 2 for Birmingham tonight.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
they've paid big money for him as well. And
fans
Birmingham
are 5,
Fulham fans weren't happy that he left.
Fans of 5, says Bia. What?
No.
Jesus, 10 from Philip. Referee needs to retire and be Bruce's assistant at Blackpool. All them Blackpool fans chant Steve Bruce's Tangerine Army. It's only one game.
You get them to the Premier. He will get them to the Premier League because he said he's going to get them to the Premier League. But what he didn't say to the Blackpool fans was, but which Premier League? You'll get them to the North Premier Division.
The game put back a week. Yes, it has. Fans of 10. That's a championship.
National League North Premier Division. So that's where you'll take them to.
Always get a 10, rain or shine, or they lose. They sing and support and travel everywhere and any day of the week. Absolutely. Claire was in the crowd. Fans for I heard negative Miggy songs playing. John. Right then, last one. It is back to you, John, and it is Eddie Howe.
Well, first half, I mean, I'll probably give him a 3. Second half, he had to change things up, and he did that, which was the game. I'm going to raise it up to, and I know people's not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to give him an 8 because the first half, he got his tactics wrong there. But for me, we won the game. I'm going to give him. You know what? I said 8. I'll give him a 7 or 8. Do you know what? I'm going to give him a 7. Yes, he has to make the changes, but I'll give him a 7.
Folly's impression of him is class, says Chappers. Howard 6 from Joe, 7 from Ian. Eddie Howe 6 substituting to the game, but still the problem with Lighty to Longstaff. Howard 6, Tyndall at 10, and a 5 from Colton as well. Right then, so that's every one of them done. So we are going to now love Darren Foley as Bruce down to a T. I'm off now, guys. Take care. Top short. Cheers, Philip. Have first off 2 for second sleep selection. There you are. Okay, then. So we're now going to come to the end of the show now. So we're going to ask people what they got coming up. So I'll start with you, John.
At the minute, I'm going on Harry's Scarce's channel on Wednesday for the preview show. I'll be on his channel. I'll be hosting that as well. So he'd be happy for us to do that. Thursday, I may do the preview show, but you're doing it on Thursday, are you? You doing it on Thursday?
I'll have preview on Thursday for fun.
Right. In that case, I might do a record. I'll try and get a fun fan for a recorded preview show there. I'm doing the match day vlogs on Saturday at Cleveland Cottage. I'm staying in a hotel for 2 nights, going on the Friday, back on the Sunday. And so I'll be doing that. Hopefully do a review show on Sunday. Hopefully get back on time if you guys are free. And I'm going to try and do the podcast show. I don't know, are you free tomorrow, Pete, or Tony?
I wonder why John's staying 2 nights in London. I wonder why John's staying 2 nights in London.
Well, because he'll get Fulham game, obviously.
Fulham?
No, because there's a certain other team in Croydon playing Palace.
Oh, God.
Shut up.
I wonder who it is.
Not me. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I was coming. So just keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. I've already posted that match day vlog as well yesterday. Put a thumbs up on that one, please. Also, I've done the 2 interviews with a Wolves fan and another one, the group fans as well. And I've done, so check it out. And just keep your eyes peeled, guys. And I shall be around. So check us out and subscribe if you're new. That's just put it
there you are. Okay, Tony, what we got coming up?
Nothing tomorrow because I'm at darts. Wednesday, I'm on Harry's channel on the Premier League show.
With me then, Tony.
Yeah, because Dan's on as well, isn't he? Dan's hosting, isn't he? So he normally hosts. Dan, the Man U fan.
What a surprise.
Well, he normally hosts the show anyway, Mason, the Man U fan, Dan. So he's a nice guy, actually, to be fair. And he does actually slate his team, if I'm honest, Mason. He actually does. Because I think he said to me, not last week, the week before, I can't remember which player it was now, but I think it was somebody said, "Oh, Rashford's been great today," and he turned around and he said, he said to this fan in the ground, he said, "If you think Rashford's been great," he says, "where the hell have you been all season? Because I think he's absolutely been dog shit." So, you know, but yeah, so I'll be on there Wednesday. Thursday, there'll probably be some sort of preview show for the Fulham game coming up at the weekend as well. There'll be the pre-match on a Saturday as well. Monday, maybe on a review or whatever. Although I'm not sure at this point. I may do the review. No, I'll probably do the review Sunday if I'm honest. Because I'll be getting sorted out Monday for travelling on Tuesday. So I fly out to Morocco on Tuesday. But when I am in Morocco, I will do a vlog out there.
Nice.
Whether I'll be anywhere near a football stadium, I'm not sure. But if I'm not, but when I'm out there, I will do a vlog in Rabat. That's the capital of Morocco, if anybody's not so sure. And I will put a vlog out there of different sites I visit. I know it's not football related, but you know, I did one in Benidorm and people like that, so I'll do the one when I'm in. I'll do the one when I've been in Morocco as well. And I might even
shit,
send
yeah.
Pete some food pictures as well if I can. So then Pete can put some food pictures out there.
Nice one, Tony. Nice one, Tony. So far, coming up on the channel for this week. So far, nothing scheduled for tomorrow, Wednesday. But again, that could change. You just never know. Thursday, preview to Fulham. Friday night, you know what that happens on a Friday night. Do I need to even say what it happens on a Friday night? Saturday, fan reaction show after the game. Match review and the player ratings might be on the same night, or if not, it'll be the next day. But we'll see, because I am also at the women's game on Sunday when we play Sheffield United. So the match review,
Well,
we might put the match review on the same night on Saturday, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. But you will be notified as always, guys.
Peter, boxing's on Saturday night.
All right.
It is Joshua fight on Saturday, so can't see that. Saying that though, he'll not be fighting till about 10:30 anyway, will he? So if you put
We'll see. We'll wait and see. We'll wait.
If you put the show to about between 7 and 8, then I think that'll be all right. But
if not, I should be back. I possibly should be back in time on Sunday.
Are you getting to Fulham? Are you, Pete?
No, I'm not going to Fulham.
I'm going to Fulham as well. I'm going to Fulham, and
so I'll be doing the fan reaction show instead.
And all I say is quickly, right? If people was asking us, how much do I pay for a ticket this time, John? So I said that twice to us yesterday. I didn't look at their face. Do you know what I mean? So I just walked on by because I haven't got to explain to absolute wasters like them. I'm telling you.
There you are.
John, are you going to Crystal Palace on Saturday night in Owl after the film game?
PD Mason, Tony, John, 10 down with 10 chairs coffee.
Thank you.
Bruce will take him to the Premier Inn Hotel, more like. You have an 8. Predictions on Fulham, I believe we can win. Great show as always. Cheers, Ian. I love Darren Frawley's channel as well. Predictions for Fulham, well, we'll not be giving that until we get to our preview. We'll see you guys next weekend. Now, we're the lads. Careful, John Olapire, Guines live in Fulham.
They do.
Great show tonight, everyone. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Absolutely, Chesley. Especially Ange, Ten Hag, and Daishi. London to Bristol, 2 hours drive, waste money on a hotel, but why not, John? It's John what John wants to do. Great show, guys. Cheers, Julie. Good night, lads. Need to go to Harvey, sleep. Morphine kicking in. That can I shall have sweet dreams over the John Sinclair. Tony's got 6 pints and 3 double top finishes coming up. Eddie's losing it. He ain't got the same desire as he did. The players bailed him out. Simple. Fair enough. Oh God, beer. Jesus wept. Union Harvey Bonds. Bullseye Bonds. FUS were about the best team in Morocco. Team in Morocco. Did the Morocco kick down the fence? I couldn't tell you. Friday food picks. Don't know how. AJ versus Du Bois as well. The dots were great. Chris Dobie going out was crap, but he played great. Littler was fantastic. Okay, everyone. Even Chippers. Chippers been? I don't think Chippers has been in the chat. Oh, he's on about Chappers, I think. I could take Anthony, Joshua. Not enough likes. Hit the thumbs up. Cheers, Wacky. Goodbye, everyone. Take care of you as well. And Tony, Jesus. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed tonight, give us the thumbs up. That does keep us up those search results on YouTube. So please do remember to hit those likes so people know where they can find us. Please, of course, if you're brand new to the channel, if you're not yet subscribing to your job, what goes on week in, week out, hit that subscribe button. Free to do so. It does help make the channel grow. And please go over to John Sinclair TV, and it's all black and white TV, to drop them a subscription. They've been sharing this on their channels as well. And of course, hit the bell notification. It does let you know whenever we are live or when a pre-recorded video does take place as well. So that notifies you what comes up on the channel week in, week out. And if you'd like to give a donation, feel free to do so. If you want to become a member, it's 99p at the join button, and you'll be put into a prize draw we do on the channels as well. We had 2 new memberships as well today. Of course, we had Eddie Contreras and Lady Sam with, signing up to members as
Thanks,
well.
Julie.
So really appreciate that as well. So there you are. Love the show, guys. Have a great night. Cheers, Brett, Wacky. Good night, everyone. You as well, Joe. Good night, everyone. You too, John. Enjoy the Fulham game, says Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
In the Palace game.
So, yeah. Okay. Well, then, guys, until next show, we will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your evening and take it safe, stay well until next time. So, yeah, until then, everyone, we'll see you all later. Good night, all. Away the lads.
And the
Well,
lasses.
Away the lasses.
And the lasses.
And another thing that Tony...
Before you go off, the Women's Championship, the Mackhams are still bottom because they got beat off Southampton 3-0.
Oh, and another thing you say, Tony, the future.
The future's bright. His future is definitely black and white. And
Yeah,
and the Sunderland and the Mackhams men got beat off Plymouth as well off Wayne Rooney's team. So
yes,
well done, fat twat Wayne Rooney.
Hey.
See you later, guys. Take care.
That's John's favourite player, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
What? He's hero.
There you go. See you later, guys. Good night,
Good night, guys.
everyone. And
Good night.
take care all.